Hello everybody, and welcome to this latest installment in our CBIS tutorial video series. What we're going to have a look at today is the Autoshift function on our Hexashift transmissions. The Autoshift button is located just below the CBIS screen here and in front of the C motion. Autoshift works in conjunction with our road and field modes as discussed in a previous video. When in road mode, we can auto-shift both ranges and power shift steps. So from A1 right through to D6. Whereas when in field mode, we can only auto-shift through the power shift steps. So 1 through to 6. And what this will do is it prevents that brake and drive while the tractor is under load. There are a number of settings in relation to engine RPM for our autoshift. Accessing these is through the main transmission menu here and into transmission settings submenu. Up at the top we'll see our auto shift setting. Tapping in here you'll now see this RPM dial appear on the right hand side of the screen. So our first setting for RPM is auto. When in auto mode, the engine RPM for an upshift will depend on engine load. So if the tractor is under high engine loads, pulling hard up a hill or pulling a heavy trailer, the engine RPM will be high before the tractor allows itself to upshift a gear. On the flip side then, if the engine load is low, so we've nothing on the back, we're going downhill maybe, less engine revs are required, so we can save fuel and the tractor will upshift at a lower engine RPM. Grabbing the scroller and moving it around, we move into our second mode, which is manual mode. Manual mode now gives the operator the choice of what RPM to upshift at. You'll see here we've selected 1600, so this means that the tractor is now in manual mode and it will only upshift a gear when it reaches 1600 revs. The downshift will then happen at an RPM 20% lower than that. Scrolling around, continuing with the scroller, we reach our final mode, which is PTO mode. In PTO mode, naturally, when we're running the PTO, our main priority is to maintain engine revs. And that's what the tractor will do here. So it will not allow an upshift in gears unless it can maintain the engine speed plus or minus 5% of the set value. And that's how PTO mode will work. Again, as with any setting in the CBIS screen, we must confirm by pressing the tick. So we've now adjusted our auto shift to manual mode, upshifts at 1650 engine revs. By pressing the gear wheel within our tractor silhouette on the field screen, we can also access our auto shift RPM settings. A useful feature when working auto shift in field mode is the limiting function. So as you can see here, we're in gear C4, and let's just say that's too high of a speed for the field work that we're carrying out at the minute. So we don't want to go above gear C4, but we also don't want to turn off our auto shift. What we can do is, with one short push back on the C motion lever, you'll see here we've reverted back to gear C3, and there's a red bar has appeared under gears 4, 5 and 6. What we've done is we've locked out gears 4, 5 and 6. So our auto shift now is only going to work between gears 1 and 3. If we want to unlock those gears or auto shift into them again, one short push forward on the C motion will unlock each gear individually. That is the limiting function on our auto shift.